Yo, what is up? So this is the Division 2, and I just thought I'd do another video. It's going to be a mix of a bit of AMD, Nvidia, Fanboys, stuff like that, and just a couple of updates. Uh, so we will, and yeah, what a game this is. If you've never played this, my God, what a game. It's the first one was a really good challenge. It just gets literally harder and harder as you go along. But I really like the cool gadgets. You get a load of upgrades. And I started this a few months ago, but I need to get back into it. But yeah, I'll definitely. I mean, considering this an older game, look at the visuals. It holds up pretty well. Good old Ubisoft. I always like their engine. I love these lights here. All the lighting. Yeah, it's nice. All this. Yeah, that's what I like in the game, really. And the first one, like with all the snow and all that, that just made it look really nice. Just like a nice little world to run about, do missions in. What's a bit of shit going on there? Not sure what's going on there. Let's have a look at my settings here. That's the map, isn't it? Do we have DLSS to save us? Or is it just native? I think it's just native, isn't it? Ah, I thought I'd put all the settings up. So, I've got that. I mean, I imagine that is the default what it should be on. Like very high. That could go up more. Yeah, I thought it was a preset. Interesting. Oh, right, so we've Ultra. Don't need that on. Apply. Ah, I forgot. Why does it do that shit? You got to restart the game. Ah, it's like CD Project Red bloody thing that. Just to restart the game because you need to. Just to apply a frame generation, you got to restart it. Right, we'll load that back up. Anyway, yeah. So obviously, I might as well explain what happened on Twitter as well because I've got a few people. Like obviously, I've done a video about AMD and all that. Then we had the usual suspects and a couple of new suspects. Is that going to up the sound so you can't hear me? For some reason, I think it's done all that, is it? That definitely feels a bit louder than it was. Maybe I won't get into any missions if it's going to be that loud when I start shooting and all that. Might be alright. I'm still getting some weird artifacts. Interesting. Oh, I don't know. I suppose it looks a bit better. I don't know. Maybe it's full in 40p because the last time I played this game it was at 4K. So could be that. you do get some weird artifacts sometimes at 40 and 40p. This is on the wide, the ultra wide, so possible. Anyway, yeah. So what was I saying? Yeah. So obviously made a few videos and just saying that I prefer AMD and all that. Then I had one person pipe up and say his name was Beyond FPS or something. He had a picture of a 4090, and looks like he got offended because I said I prefer the Adrenalin software, and it just makes me laugh how sensitive they are. Some of them. I mean, no, I've actually spoke to a lot of Nvidia people who are really all right. They're chill people. They're really chill people. You know. I get on with them. But there's quite a few out there that give them a bad name, the Nvidia fanboys, and I just think. So is it basically it was just a bit. He was asking me why I don't want to run MSI Afterburner during my games, and I thought, what's it got to do with him anyway? And I just said no, I choose not to use it. I like overclocking my Nvidia GPU in the app. I don't want to do it in MSI Afterburner. I want to do it the same way as I do it in the AMD Adrenalin software, because I can actually overclock and I can undervote in the AMD software, which is fair enough. And he kept trying to push, saying, "Ah, well, I don't know why you don't disable all these elements in the." Oh God, here we go. Yeah. Oh. I actually can't remember the controls at all now. Right. Let me just yeah, I'm gonna be really rusty on this, that is for sure. It is one, look. How that. That's reload. X is reload, is it? What was the roll? Is it double tap? Anyway, he just said, oh, why don't you use MSI Afterburner? Something about, oh, you can disable the elements and whatever. And I said, oh, how about Nvidia just improves their app? So it's like AMD's, how about that? Why should I have to open another app during the game when I know for a fact that fucking app, it's a good app, don't get me wrong, the MSI Afterburner, but I'd rather not run it when I'm playing games. I'd rather just, the only thing I want running at the most is the Nvidia app, and the same with AMD, the Adrenalin app. And I know I'm going to get people saying, ah, no, it's perfectly fine, the MSI Afterburner. It's, you know, I've never had a problem with it. Well, I don't really care what you think. If I've had a problem with it, I play a lot of games. I don't give a fuck what you think. I'll choose not to use it, and it's as simple as that. So if I don't want to use it, and I think it's perfectly fine for not AMD, Nvidia, it's perfectly fine for me to request them to add like manual overclocking, like AMD do. So that's literally all it was. And to undervote, you can't undervote with the Nvidia app. You got to go MSI Afterburner for that. You can overclock it, but you can't undervote. So anyone who knows what I'm talking about knows perfectly well. Weird fucking thing to do. That is proper weird. How fragile must someone be? They can't take someone having a different opinion. So they literally have to unpull you. So I thought, whatever, I'll just block him then. I don't want to see stupid shit like that. My God. You know what I mean? How pathetic is that? And this is the shit I have to deal. I've had to deal with all this shit. As I said, it's not. I've met so many chill people at Nvidia. You know, there's one who watches this channel too, actually. C523. I'll get on with him. Spratty, I'll get on with. I could have reasonable conversations with both. Then you get the odd few, and it'd be the same with AMD. You get some AMD fanboys that are off their head. If I'm being honest, I do see it. As soon as I say anything about AMD, I feel I'll just get more abuse. But I embrace it, if anything. It don't bother me. I find it funny. Because if someone's hating me for something, I'm actually more likely to do it and just wind them up more. So it don't bother me. I just find it funny how fragile these people are. Just because I'm going at, I prefer AMD, and I am going to get a 9070 XT, but in April. So I'm going to do that. But it's probably just weighing him up that I don't know, and I don't really care that much about it, so I'm not going to bother talking about it anymore. Right, so I ain't played this for so long. I'll definitely recommend it. I can't remember how to row actually, so we just have to play like this, I think. Not that I can be bothered to look at the buttons. Oh, and it is quite handy to know how to row. You double tap something. So that's change your weapon. Oh, that was it. Double tap A. Alright. On the first one, they took so much bullet damage, it was unbelievable. That's my gadget. Oh yeah, so I can do that. Whoa, what happened there? Getting back into it a bit, but now I can't remember how to get my fucking life up. Oh shit. Alright. I do dig these games. Have some of that. I like with the gadgets how they sort of take about 7 seconds or something. Then you can use them again.
Hostile radio intercepted.
We're under attack! Intruders at the east entrance! Then kill them! What the fuck? It's a division! So?
The division.
Kill them!
Restock. Which is always handy. Alright, so that's melee.
Look for a way down to the garage and see if you can pick up Espinosa's trail.
That's the trouble when you don't play a game for so bloody long. It's literally remembering the buttons again. There you go. They take so much bloody damage. But it's not as well. The first one they took even more damage. Oh shit. Huh. Oh. Could have made it, but whatever. You don't get many games like this. I love them.
Portable electronic device detected.
Right. Genau. Alright.
Okay, so where do we stand?
Basically, everybody outside about a 50-mile radius of DC is completely cut off from the network. Completely.
What do we do about it?
First, we need to assess the full scope of the damage, which means going places that won't be easy to get to.
Because they're in hostile territory.
It's not just that. The flooding did a lot of damage, especially underground, which is where most of our infrastructure is located.
You think it was flooding that caused the network to go down?
Not a chance.
Come on.
This was
Walk
deliberate.
past. Or is he stuffing? That's why he didn't move. Genau.
You're near Espinosa's last known position. The shade node should be close.
Lovely bit of rolling action there. Have I missed anything? Yeah. This is why it winds me up when Ubisoft gets so much hate. Because these games are quality. Open world. Not a total open world this one I suppose, but it's good enough for a shooter, like third person shooter. Alright. Anyway, I think we'll end it there because it's getting late. And so might upload a bit more of this in the future. It's a quality game. So I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.